Okay folks, this is another one of these things that I found and I'm using as demo pieces to make my stuff look really interesting, give me a bit more variety and touch upon issues. Let's see how we go with this one. Okay, let's see what this is. This is something that normal people are into, as you know, folks, and that is family and friends, or at least in this case, it looks like it's family. They look like they've got a pet animal or something. I don't know what that is, but that's the picture. I found it on the side of the road. This is interesting, folks, what so-called normal people get up to, as opposed to people like myself who are more nerds and geeks. Well, I'm basically what's known as a photocopier nerd, and the word for a photocopier nerd or geek is basically toner head. We're toner head. I'm a toner head. I live to work with photocopiers, folks. So one day I want to redesign the thing from scratch, make it a better device than what any other photocopier has ever been and ever will. I want to be the fucking top dog in the photocopier industry. I don't want to accept second place, folks. I am intent on making it big, but I want to help others as well. I want to make sure people in the world get properly fed and nourished, and I'm going to push it up a bit. This looks like a really nice composition, or maybe we're going to enlarge it a bit bigger on there. But basically, I really want to make a difference in this world, and I want to redesign the photocopier from scratch. And basically, I'm going to push it up against the edge, folks. It's bigger than I thought, this enlargement. But yeah, I really would like to. Actually, we're going to use that other one as a master copy. So we've got this as our master copy. But yeah, I want to redesign the photocopier, folks. That's the ultimate end game, pretty much, I've got in mind, is to redesign the photocopier from scratch and to make the best job of it that I can, to really make the world a better place. Try and make money that most of it will be sent to philanthropy, to be used to help others instead of just for myself. I'm not interested in being greedy and piggish about it. I don't want to be like that, folks. I want to be a rich person with the right intent. I want to be a rich person that gives, not just takes. I'm not interested in being greedy, folks. I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to be greedy. I don't want to fucking be greedy. So I'm going to be the best I can, and for me, unfortunately, because I'm working on this. The only way for me to get to the end game is I have to start by going on the 6 o'clock news on Channel 9, and they don't seem to be working on it at all. And I'm trying to get recognised as a photocopier artist. And that's come up looking really quite interesting. It looks a bit too hot though. But I'm trying to get recognised as an artist, as a photocopier artist first. That's the first and foremost thing I've got to do, and then after that I can work on the rest of the end game. But I have to do this first, folks. I have to, and I want to, because I'm talented, and I do believe in myself, even though I know my family doesn't. My family doesn't believe that what I'm doing here is any merit. They're too bogged down in conventional type wisdom. You know, that Mum says that. Mum doesn't mean badly, all right? Just let me get that clear. She means well. She worries about me. You know, she worries about me. And I know, Mum, you do worry about me, but don't worry about me. I'll look after myself as much as I can. I've got helpers helping me with my disability, so it's all right. Don't worry. I will make it, and I will. I've got to think positive, folks. Yeah, that's all pink. I think it's because I made it too green on the mastering. I do want to maybe go back to mastering it again. I don't know, folks. To make it less green, less pink. But basically, I know I can do it, folks. I know I can do it. I know I've got the talent, I've got the ability, I've got the determination, I've got the grit. I'm not fucking going to go away in an instant. I'm not going to fucking let the status quo of the world stop me from achieving and succeeding at what I'm good at. I know that Channel 9 don't typically like material of this type, that it's not considered newsy enough. I just get that feeling that that's the case, that they treat it like it's just not really newsy. They don't see it as fucking like usual shit like house fires, car crashes, disasters and all that sort of stuff. They seem to thrive on that kind of narrative rather than trying to help someone like me achieve what I can achieve if I have help, because disability prevents me from climbing the corporate ladder. I can't do it. And I forgot to put a background colour in, but that's a little bit more blue than this one. Actually, it's about the same still. Yeah, actually, it is a bit more. But basically, yeah, I really need help from Channel 9. I really need their assistance to get this stuff flying. It really is difficult trying to get them interested in what I'm trying to do, and they just don't seem to care, and that's what it seems like, folks. But I'm not going to give up. I'm not that kind of person that gives up. It's a bit like the little engine that basically says, I think I can. I remember that when I was a kid. I remember that little thing. I used to love trains when I was a little. I had a liking for trains just for a short time. And basically I think that was a recording we had when I was living in Queensland. I think I might have been as young as 3 when I heard that little I think I can thing, the story of the little engine. But, you know, you got to fucking think like that, you know. You can't let circumstances and the status quo get you down. This looks a bit much like that one, but it looks a bit more like it's going to be more richer. But basically, I can't let the status quo floor me, folks. I can't allow it to make it difficult. I got a feeling, I don't know which one is the better one, because we did, yeah, fuck, sorry. But I really wish I didn't have to feel like I'm under the pump, because I do feel like I'm under the pump, and I do get very angry, and I know I spit chips at Channel 9 a lot, because I'm just so frustrated with how things are and how difficult it is to make it happen, to make ends meet, for example, to make ends meet and to try and fight the status quo, the establishment, which doesn't seem terribly interested in stuff that's not conventional type stuff. But I've got to think like the little engine. Gonna add some yellow. But yeah, I can't let the opposition faze me, folks. And that's come up looking a real treat. I think the yellow has really helped make it look better. The yellow has just added something to it. We've got a bit of glare on the bed, unfortunately, folks. Hopefully it won't affect it too badly. But basically, yeah, I really want to redesign the photocopier from scratch, so I don't have time. My dad and my brother are real assholes. They're really mean and horrible people, and I can't see them until I've gone to air on the 6 o'clock news. And if I have a fight with my dad might die because he has heart problems. He's been diagnosed with some kind of heart problem. He nearly died. He could have fucking passed away just recently. And I don't want to have a fight with him because I know he'll probably cark it and I'll be in deep shit. And he's not ready to die, folks. I feel my dad is not ready to go yet. He hasn't achieved all that he needs to achieve and he has to stay alive until as indefinitely, folks. So I don't want him to die yet, folks. However much I hate my father, he hates my art, and my brother hates my art as well. My whole family is against my art. Even though Mum is against it because she's worried about me. That's the difference. They don't care. They're just worried about their own image. They think it's embarrassing what I do with the photocopier, but what can I do? I've got to best be myself and keep plodding along at it and making what I'm doing, what I believe in. I believe in myself. And basically, yeah, I'm hoping to get this shit up the line and get this on the 6 o'clock news on Channel 9. So, yeah, and Mum will benefit too. So is my brother. And that's come up looking really quite interesting. Just wondering if I could see a switcheroo or maybe not. I think we'll call it quits. Yep, gotta go.